right now to us, it might be actually telling you something. So really take these times in life now to know that when you're getting messages, it could be a song, it could be a license plate thing. Spirit will talk to us in a temperature change in the house, so they can mess with all kinds of things, and they can bring us messages to help us feel the love, and to help sometimes process through stuff that they didn't get to finish. Okay? So you don't always know what they're going to bring you. And one of the things I like to do when I'm reading someone is just to have them know Spirit's going to come through, it's going to share. It may or may not be what you exactly were wanting. So tell us a little bit about your husband and that passing. Tell me a little bit of context and then a question you might have.
So my husband passed away 3 years, 8 months ago tomorrow. And he did so in a skiing accident, which was really crazy because he was an excellent skier. So he was on his annual ski trip with his buddies from high school, and he was in a great mood when he left, and on the 4th day, he was in an accident that killed him. Okay, so I'm getting the messages now. So you have, how many kids? Do you have one? Two? Two. So he's watching the kids all the time. So he's always watching the kids. He maybe feels like maybe he would have liked to maybe do that more when he was on Earth, so that he feels like there's unmet needs there where he could have been more of a dad, or been more, that he got caught up in things and didn't always take the time he wished he had taken. And I don't think anyone expected anything like this to have happened. So nothing was anticipated as far as this will now be the end. Like, now you're on the other side. And so for you, there's kind of a smile. He's kind of, it feels suave to me. So he's kind of suave. And he feels kind of like, like, get out there, like, do stuff. Like, he wants you to do stuff, like to dress up and to look hot. He thinks you're just really hot. And he just wants you to feel thatness again. Yeah. Like, to let go of all of that, because there's nothing you could do. And to really feel yourself again. Like, to... he wants you to pamper yourself. He says you don't. He says you don't pamper yourself. And I guess it's just like, life is short. Like, really know that. Yeah, I get that.
Like, really know that. Like, now, you need to play now. That it's not about playing sometime. And if he could give you anything, it would be that there's just messages for the kids. So tell me, you mentioned, I think, the daughter. Is there another child? And
son.
Who's that? And where does he live?
He lives with me in Willow Glen.
How old is he?
16.
He's having a patch. Is there a patch? He's going through a... I'm seeing like a big growth spurt of all kinds of things, like growing here, growing there, trying this, wanting to do that. Like, there's all these things he wants to go do. And I guess the most thing I'm feeling from Dad is that he's there. And that this is like what child is supposed to do. Yes. But it feels a little crazy. Like, the energy of it feels...
a little hectic.
Yeah, it feels really full. Like, and then there's more, and he wants more, and he wants to do more stuff. That's what he's showing me. Yeah. His son wanting to do more. And that's beautiful. Yes. And that now it's really about opening the doors for that. Yes. So it's really important that child be given opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Anything you can do to get him to travel, anything you can do to get him to not be in the same place, so that he can see things from different perspectives. That don't let him be in a space with only a few people. He doesn't want him to be in a little room with just like a couple, one or two. He wants him to make sure there's like an exposure to more of what the world has to offer. And we don't know what that means. So it's okay not to know what that means. He just says, get out of the high school. Don't be in the high school all the time. Saturday, go to San Francisco. Go to the planetarium. Take him to Monterey and do the water thing, do the oceanography things. Have him get on a boat. Have him... It's time. There's been enough grief. he wouldn't want that.
Correct.
So he doesn't want that for him. He wants him to, I almost saw like a puppy lapping it all up.
Yeah.
That's what he wants for him. That's it. That's what's showing up. What other questions do you have?
Anything for our daughter?
I don't have that kind of, I have a different kind of relationship. So I got a more active sense with Sun. Does that feel right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And with her, it doesn't feel like that. He couldn't always cross the wall then. He sure as heck can't do it now.
I get it.
So he says, "You're doing great."
That I'm doing great?
Yeah, you're doing the thing with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
doing my best.
Yeah, he says you're doing the thing with her. So he's kind of like, I guess I'm feeling this is like I tried to love her.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm feeling. It's like I tried to love her. What I see from her is a fierce independence. I have I'm going to make it on my own. I'm determined and I'm going to make it on my own. And I'm just going to do that, like that. Like that's what I get from her, from him.
Yeah.
And so I don't get any wrongness in any of it. So I don't get that it's wrong that he passed. I don't get any, I mean, I know it feels wrong that he passed. I lost a parent. I know when they leave the planet young, it feels sick wrong. But I don't get any wrongness. I don't get any wrongdoing. I don't get that the son's going to be beautiful. He's a very beautiful spirit. Yeah. The daughter would have had a rough time anyways because she was going to go through some things. So there's some things she needs to learn. Yep. And life is just not always easy for her.
Right.
And now, of course, going through that was taken in a deeper, cutting-ish way in her body. So there's things you could do to support her. He's like, I just don't want to talk about that, though. I want to talk about how much fun we had as a couple and all the fun stuff we did. And dinners, I got things like dinners. I got that he loved to go out to dinner with you. And he just loved doing anything with you. Anything. So
I do get the sense, though, lately that he is pushing me towards someone else, trying to help me see that there is someone else out there for me. I don't know if you can pick up on
And how does that feel in your body?
Just a ball of heat. I mean, he's always felt like a ball of heat in my chest. So.
How does it feel to you to move on?
It feels fine now. It's taken 3 months and 8 years, but, I do feel like
3 years and 8 months.
3 years and 8 months, yeah. Sorry. 3 years and 8 months, yeah.
So hold your shoulders back a little bit. The cool thing about women is we just know everything, right?
We know a lot. We do.
We do. We're supreme. So you're going to know. Okay, so relax a little bit about that.
Okay.
It's okay. I mean, he wants you to feel happiness. He felt happiness with you, and he just doesn't want you to, feel like you'd be untrue to him by being in a relationship with someone else. So he doesn't want to feel that. Right. But I mean, so he doesn't really, I wouldn't say it's a pushing. It's more like a, I think that's an interesting question. I see it as a gentle support. And that he'll always be there for the kids. His spirit will always be there for guidance with the kids. You can actually take a piece of paper and take a pen and ask him to answer a question like, okay, our daughter's feeling this. Is there anything you suggest? And see if you can automatically write, and he will come through.
Okay.
So he will. He'll give you messages.
Okay.
And with the son, should we go check out these 5 colleges? And he'll help you. He'll come through and say, hey, don't forget about this one.
Wow.
And so he'll sit there. It's called automatic writing. And you just move out of the way. You have to just suspend all your disbelief. You just take a piece of paper, hold your pen over it, and he will speak to you if you let him. If you ask questions, you can start keeping a journal. And he will just share information about that, mostly about the kids. And for you, I don't get that he wants you. I don't get that he wants you to move on. I don't get that. Okay. I get that that he just feels you're so hot that you should really ask someone to appreciate you because he just feels that. And he's never going to stop feeling that. So it is what it is.
Awesome. I'll take it.
I mean, he chose you intentionally and never any regrets. Not even, he didn't regret that at all. You were,
we had a great time.
You were the one he wanted and he got it and he was good. So it was very much like, that's good, okay. Now I'm going to do this, now I'm going to do that, now I'm going to do this. That's what he comes across as. Does that help?
It does. It helps a lot.
Yeah, he loves you so much.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So I came here today because my late husband has really not left my side since he passed away. But it was great to have Erica, use words that are in complete sentences where I was sort of getting bits and pieces. I'm going to call the segment Compliments from Heaven because I was very pleased to hear all of his nice compliments of me. And the big takeaway really was something I hadn't thought of doing was the automatic writing. So I'm really looking forward to putting that blank piece of paper out there and seeing what he comes up with. And I appreciated the confirmation that he's got our kids back because I tell him that all the time, because I cannot be there with them all the time. And I ask him to make sure that he watches over them when I can't. That was cool.